What's up guys, I'm Hyrex, and today I'm bringing you a video of how to be good in Black Ops and Search and Destroy Part 2, and this is my defensive tactics and how I have success while playing defensively in Search and Destroy. So I'm going to get right into it, and I'm going to tell you the first thing you need to do is choose an area to completely dominate. How you know you're doing this? What I found is that people rage quit when you just completely dominate, and so that's how you know if you're doing good. But obviously I'm being a little sarcastic. And what I mean by dominate is you need to not just kill everyone on the enemy team, but you need to have awareness of your surroundings, and you need to just shut the enemy team down. In other words, if they try coming after you, you get them, they're dead, end of story. And a lot of times, players will get frustrated with this, and they'll end up doing bad, and they'll end up being frustrated, and they'll just rush out there trying to get you, and you're calm, you have your composure together, and then you end up killing them, and they probably end up rage quitting. And I think that's the best part, and the most rewarding part about playing defensively. And but also I want to say that I found, and that's just me personally, that when I'm playing defensively, I don't have as much fun as when I'm rushing, because rushing, gives an adrenaline boost, it gives me entertainment, and I'm gonna go as far as to say that rushing probably takes more skill. Defensive play is easier though, and let me tell you this. The reason that defensive play is easier, and that why I'd probably recommend to use defensive play when you're first starting out. Defensive play does not take as much gun skill. Defensive play is it's friendly to the perks that, such as Ghost, Sleight of Hand, Ninja. It's friendly to those perks because, in my eyes, when I think defensive play, okay, I'm going to use Ghost, I'm probably going to use Sleight of Hand, and I will definitely use Ninja. Now, of course, I'm a variety type of guy, and you'll probably never see that from me after this video and then the other video. I normally don't like using the same things when I'm showing my friends and everything, but you know, that's besides the fact. So, and here's another thing when you're playing defensively. When you're playing defensively, you have to think as the enemy team. I know that you've heard that a lot before, but what I mean by that is, if I were the enemy, how would I take myself down? So in this video, as you can tell, I was using motion sensor, and because I knew that there was no possible way I can control all of the areas of this building, and so I mean, when it comes down to it, guys, you have to do what's best for you, and you don't take criticism from other people. They're probably just mad because you beat them, and you're the one that was the victor. So don't let it get to you, the quote unquote haters, whatever they say, because they're just frustrated. Trust me, it'll just blow out. And so use whatever's comfortable, guys. I mean, like I've said before, I am open to people using Ghost and Sleight of Hand. I don't get frustrated because if they do, I always have a fight fire with fire class set up. That's what it's called fight fire with fire, because I have the best gun. I use the best perks, because honestly, if I'm on a map and I'm getting frustrated, and because let's be honest, guys, if you're on a map, you're doing bad, there's probably no way that you're gonna end up getting a good KD. So I just blow it off. I use the best gun, and it gets me happy because I do good. Not to say that I can't do good with other weapons, I just use the weapon that I do best with. So now that I said that, use whatever's comfortable, and you'll do fine, and you won't rage quit as much. So, as far as defensive play and using the map to your advantage, what you need to do is you need to really, like I've said before, just completely dominate. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, guys. I mean, there's just no other words to describe it. If you can't dominate an area, then you're probably going to end up losing. As you can see right there, I did not dominate, which ended up in my death. And just because you're dominating an area, maybe it's specifically it's a building, you don't have the mindset that if I don't stay in this building, I'm gonna get killed. As you can tell right now, I knew that these guys were coming through that alley, and I knew that they were probably gonna end up going there, and so I waited there. And so that brings me to a good point, which is player habits and what players tend to do when they're playing Call of Duty. And I've said this before, but no player habits. I mean, I can't stress it. It's helped me so many times. If I know a guy's camping in a certain spot that I would suspect he is, I usually end up winning. So you may be wondering why I'm not dominating my area right now, and that's actually that's 100% because of the fact that my teammates are not playing the objective. I don't have the bomb. Because let's be honest, when you're in a search and destroy lobby, how many people sprint after the bomb every round? So, I mean, usually I spawn at the back for whatever reason. So you need to be able to discern when to rush and when to play defensive. And like I said, if you haven't seen my rushing video, I'll put a link in the description. But I've had to rush many times when I'm trying to play defensively. And this is a perfect example. My teammates aren't executing, so I need to rush. And you can see this little explosion. So I got that guy down. Disregard what I said about the explosion. I'll point it out later. So I got that guy down. I rushed. I played the objective. Had I not rushed him, we probably would have ended up losing. There was about 50-some seconds left. My teammates weren't planning. You need to know when to execute, guys, because if you don't execute, everything will just fall apart, and you probably will not end up winning. So here I am. I know they're coming there. They've come there every time, and I think I get 2 or 3 kills right here, and that's very important, guys. I mean, if you follow these tips, you should be fine. I mean, first thing I said, completely dominate. Choose an area and just dominate it. Ways to dominate it. I think the easiest way to dominate in this area is motion sensor, awareness, and just don't stop moving. A second point I gave was, what was it? Second point I gave, well, I think that was only 1 point, domination. I mean, it's pretty easy. It sounds easier than it actually is. You just need to dominate, guys. I mean, if I don't know how else to explain. I really don't. If you guys have to understand that if you're not minding an area, then you're probably rushing. I mean, people think that if they're just moving slowly, they're playing defensively, but that's not really the case. I mean, defensively truly is defensively, and we all know the saying, the defense makes the best wins championships or whatever. And it's true, guys. I mean, if it weren't for the defensive play that I showed to you guys, there was my explosion. That explosion killed my took the motion sensor out for me as I was throwing a flashbang or stun. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, so yeah, guys. I mean, other than domination, if you're not comfortable with this playstyle, I will say this, that defensive play is not as fun as rushing, and I think I already said that, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I might have. But defensive play is not as fun as rushing, and you guys have to understand that you need to do what's best for you, but also make sure that you add variety. If you know, if you're not having if you're a type of guy who's always playing defensively, make sure that you mix it up and just put in some variety. I mean, it's really not that hard. You'll find yourself having more fun with the game, and that is my goal for you guys. I'm here not only to entertain you, not only to help you, but I feel that people get too bored of Call of Duty when in reality it is a very good game. I mean, that's why it's the #1 online multiplayer. You guys, I'm here to help you guys get more enjoyment. And the way I find more enjoyment out of Call of Duty is by getting better scores. I mean, let's face it, you probably turn off your Xbox because you get raged or you rage quit, and that shouldn't be the case. I don't want that, guys, to happen to you. And there will be times you will be upset, but those times will be rare because you'll be doing so good if you follow my tips. So guys, thank you, and just remember, follow these tips, dominate an area, and you should do fine. And please rate the video, guys. It will help out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.